Okay, so the 17th fret is where it usually comes into the body. So we'd be looking at roughly, how about right there, would be the end of the fretboard. And I'm probably going to end the heel just slightly behind the overhang of that. So that's probably where the heel is going to end. And then there will be just a little lip for the overhang of the fretboard. And at the 24th fret, then it'd be like that. So at the 17th fret, so we'd be looking at about right there, and about right there. Yeah, so it's going to overhang a little bit. And I could do that really cheap thing that Gibson does and Epiphone does and just not make a full heel. But that, first off, is a set neck that they do that on, and second off, I really don't want to do that. 4 millimeters off. I'm gonna have to do some thinking on that, how I'm gonna deal with that. Can you, where it says nut, can you put the end right on there?
Is the ruler straight though?
Doesn't have to be. It's close enough. I'm just trying to get a length, not a square. So that's 25 and a half. And that would be where the saddles for the bridge have to, where the strings break over the saddle. So about right there. Yeah, even the carve is going to have to be adjusted a bit, because that last one's going to be inside the pocket. So okay, so fretboard's glued onto the neck. Neck is, scarf joint is set, it all looks good, nothing funky, nothing weird. No gaps between the fretboard and the neck, so that's all good. Next, we're going to trim the neck. One thing though that is going to be a bit of an issue is using my standard headstock. It's not wide enough, obviously, because this is a 7-string. So I'm going to start out just getting the neck to headstock transition set at the width that it needs to be. Okay, and then I'm gonna have to move it up more, because I'm gonna need one more set of tuning pegs here. Well, not one more set, one more on the one side, I guess. So if I have this lined up on this side like this, if I have I don't think I'm even making it down to the wood yet. Okay. If I would do something like this, I think that's going to look kind of stoogey. I don't know. That almost looks like a 12-string. I don't want to do that. Maybe I'm just gonna kind of freehand it. Okay, so with these tuning pegs, it looks like if I, have them enough space in between them that I'm still able to not have them right up against each other and still be able to get the mounting screws in and stuff. It's looking like I need about 26 mil on center, which this is a lot more than that. This one's about 36 mil on center. So if I would start out with my first one here, and maybe I'll go 27 just to be on the safer side. Okay. And then the next one is in it about right there. And if we measure up 27 from there, and that's in 34. And then 27 up from there. And if I try to maintain the same upward trend, it's about 39. Okay, now for the other side, it's going to be weird. They're going to be, because I only have 3 on the other side. And these would be the regular locations.
Nice.
Then, just for giggles, let's yeah, that's a little close together. Maybe I can Let's space those a little better yet. So about like that. And we'd be looking at 31, 31. I eyeballed that shit and got it.
Pretty good.
Somebody get me a cookie. That was awesome.
What kind of cookie do you want?
No, I'm just kidding. I don't need a cookie. I'm trying to lose it, not gain it.
Well, we have different flavors.
So, now that one shouldn't be a problem with the headstock swoop. Yeah.
So why can't you move this one a little closer to the edge?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. The only yeah, it shouldn't be a problem. Okay. Okay, well next I think I need to rough cut on the bandsaw. I'm still not 100% sure how I'm going to go about routing the edges. Because I don't have a template for this neck, and I'm probably not going to make a template for this neck because I don't think I'm going to be making a lot of these necks. So I'm going to have to come up with a substantial substitute for the purpose. But first things first, let's get this rough cut. No gaps. Whoop, whoop. Not sure what I'm doing about this yet because I made a mistake. Once again, order of operations. I really should have a fretboard overhang on this. I guess it doesn't matter terribly because I'm not going to have a neck pickup. So I can, theoretically route this right to where the neck's going to sit in the body and not have to have a fretboard overhang. It's just that the nice thing about the fretboard overhang is if there's any kind of a gap there, that kind of camouflages it a little bit. I suppose I could put it on the saw and try and cut it down ever so slightly. There. Alrighty. Probably would have been smarter to cut the neck out and then glue the fretboard on, but nobody accused me of being a master luthier yet, so alright. Now, I got that really close. And I'm sitting here questioning if I should route it or not. Or if I can just take it to the belt sander and even out the sides. Because honestly, if I don't have to put the router on there, I'd rather not at this point, because I did get it really close to the line. And, as I said, I don't have a template for it. So, that would leave me a bit of a challenge as to how I'm going to work that out, because I really don't want to use a piece of plywood. It's not exactly the deadest straight piece, and I could cut a strip off of my plexiglass sheet and use it, but I really don't want to waste that just for this purpose. So I think I'm gonna use the belt sander on that to get it mostly worked out. Thank you so much for tuning in for another episode of my madness. Click like, subscribe, and thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.